Hello everyone. Last section, we have talked about the weaving of Ming Dynasty. Now, let's continue to learn the knowledge points of uniform of Ming Dynasty. The official dress of the Ming Dynasty belongs to the traditional dress system of the Han nationality. After the Mongolians ruled in the Yuan Dynasty, the Ming Dynasty restored the tradition of the Han nationality, and Zhu Yuanzhang re-established the dress system. Ming Dynasty's official clothing was the clothing with the highest level of materials and workmanship at that time. As far as the system is concerned, it inherits the tradition of Tang and Song Dynasty's official clothing system, and its gilding ideology is relatively conservative. However, the production is becoming more exquisite, and the overall matching is becoming more harmonious and unified. Emperor's crown clothing. The first one, the guanmian, dresses and crowns of the emperor and lord's clothing system. Its shape basically followed the ancient system. At the upper end of the cylindrical cap roll, covered a plate yan. The front part of the plate is round, and the rear part is square, and is wrapped by black yarn. It has 12 liu, that is the jade strings on the front and back of the emperor's head, hanging from the front and back, and 12 colorful beads with colorful ropes. Accompanying this is guanfu. According to Ming history, guanfu is made up of xuanyi, huangshang, white gauze belt, yellow knee covering, plain yarn, and chixi. Patterns are woven in 12 chapters. Another yellow, white, red, black, pale, green, 6 colors of big ribbon and small ribbon, as well as jade hook, jade pendant, gold hook, jade ring, and red socks, red xi, etc. Tongtianguan, crown clothing system. In ancient times, the emperor wore it when offering sacrifices to heaven, ancestors, crowns, and marriages. Jinboshan attached cicadas, ornaments made with pearls and jade. It is matched with crimson gauze robe, black collar, girdle and frigging, white gauze, crimson gauze covering knee, square heart curved collar, white socks, and red leather. Pibian clothing. On the first day of each month, the court will listen to the government, issue imperial edicts, 斋教. 斋教 means set up an altar for prayer rituals. Foreign envoys will enter the court, test for the gong shi, call and summon, and offer sacrifices to Tai Sui. The bian is wrapped in black gauze and mounted with 12 seams at the front and back. Each seam is decorated with multicolored jade 12, which is matched with crimson gauze clothing, knee covering, leather belt, large belt, and white socks and black shoes. Wubian clothing. It is used when the emperor personally go on an expedition. The dress is wrapped in red gauze with 12 seams, decorated with multicolored jade, red clothes, petticoats, knee covering, and red shoes. The crown is a black gauze scarf with folded corners and looks like a Chinese character shan, so it is called Yi Shan Guan, wearing a narrow sleeve robe with a collar. The yellow robe is made of gold, and dragon is woven on the front, back, and both shoulders, which is common dragon robes. The belt is decorated with gold, amber, rhinoceros horn, or jade. Yanbian clothing, Yanbian fu. This is the clothes worn by the emperor when he lived in the palace. Its crown frame looks like pi bian, wrapped in black gauze, which is also divided into 12 pieces. decorated with 5 colored jade in the front and 4 mountains in the back. The garment is made of ancient Xuan Duan, dark black, and blue border, sun and moon, embroidered on 2 shoulders, a dragon embroidered on the chest, and 2 square dragons embroidered on the back. Queen's crown dress of Ming Dynasty. The queen wears formal clothes during reception. 夜庙. 夜庙 means the emperors and queens need to inform the ancestral temple according to the convention when they go out or encounter major events in ancient times and court meetings. Its crown is decorated with 9 dragons and 4 phoenixes, 12 large and 12 small trees, 2 bobing, and 12 twinkle. Twinkle means flower hairpins with short hairs and large flowers. With dark blue hui yi, there are 12 rows of 5 colored pheasants painted on the coveralls. With zhongdan, fuwen painted color, knee covering with deep sun sauce red edge, light belt with deep sun inlaid with red brocade edge, jade leather belt, sun socks and sun shoes. In short, sun is the most expensive. It was dressed in a red bow coat, 菊衣, with dragon straps woven on the front and back. The informal dress, 长服, curtains double phoenix, flying dragon crown. The dress is a big yellow shirt, 黄大衫, with a slightly longer back than the front one and a triangular pocket sewing on the back to accommodate the end of the 霞帔. Deep green 霞帔 decorated with dragon patterns, inside wearing a long red dress and a red 被子, also known as the 四馈袄子. The civil and military officials of Ming Dynasty. Civil and military officials 朝服. 凉冠, red gauze upper outer garment, red gauze skirt, and red gauze knee covering. All of these are green size, red and white silk ribbons, leather ribbons, white socks, and black shoes. The number 2. Civil and military officials' sacrificial clothing, 祭服. The black color is covered with a blue gauze upper outer garment, white gauze 中单, red gauze skirt, red gauze knee covering, and 3 or more grays, square heartband colors. Civil and military officials' 公服. It uses black hat, round collar robe, and band as 公服, and it is made into a red color gown with patterns and colors to distinguish grays. Civil and military officials' 常服. 常服is well-known clothing, and it is also a form of official clothing used in traditional operas. Civil servants embroider birds and military officers embroider animals. These different bird and animal patterns are all designed into a square frame, which is arranged on the chest and the back of the robe, with a belt of gold and jade. It is extremely spectacular. The 常服 of the Ming Dynasty can be made of officials at all levels according to their grades and styles. This is different from the Song Dynasty, which was produced and distributed regularly by the government. Officials at higher levels may wear the 常服 of lower levels, while officials at lower levels cannot wear the 常服 of higher levels. Generally, the civil servants always can follow the system, while the military officers often violate the system of wearing 公侯帛 and first-class clothes, from brier 熊皮 to horse 海马, that is from the 5-class to 9-class clothes. Not only are few people wearing them, but the number of people making them is almost cut off. Civil and military officials 宴服. The officials Yanfu are required to wear the 中进冠. 中进冠 was determined by referring to the ancient system of 玄端. In the Ming Dynasty, it was dark sun, with the top separated from the bottom. In view of the confusion in the clothing system at that time, officials were encouraged to think and be loyal and give up their mistakes in the name of loyalty and quietness. The purpose was to strengthen the ideological effect through clothing. Python clothing, flying fish clothing, bullfighting clothing. The decoration of these three kinds of clothes are similar to the dragon hand-ranking clothes 滚服 worn by the emperor. They were not included in the official clothing system, but were given by the Ming Dynasty. Obtaining this kind of clothing is considered a great honor. 命妇, women in ancient China who was given a title by the emperor. 命妇's formal dress consists of a big red sleeve dress, a dark blue 霞帔 and base, 长服 are long coats and long skirts. Wide sleeves and mottled green skirt are the 燕居 clothes. Okay, that's all the content of this course. The content of next course will be knowledge points of basic style of Ming Dynasty. See you next course.